It is Stretch Sunday, and today we're looking at archetypes. Archetypes are broad movement patterns we can use to categorize human exercise. There's several. You'll find the full list in the description below, but today we're going to be looking at our lunge archetype. Before we do anything else, let's look at some poor form lunges and some good form lunges to know what you're looking for and to know if this is an archetype you really should strive to improve. So if you're a bad lunger, here's a couple of your telltale signs. First thing you'll notice is your body instinctively wants to take these little itty bitty short baby steps. Next thing you'll notice is you have a really hard time keeping that heel flat on the ground. It's going to want to pop up, which is going to give you some knee pain. And last thing you'll notice is you have a narrow base, almost like you're lunging onto a balance beam. Now to counteract that, we want to stand up tall, tighten the core, slow lunge forward like you're lunging onto train tracks. And notice I take a nice big step and keep that heel flat the entire time. If you have trouble with the good technique, may need to improve your flexibility and mobility, try some of these stretches we've got coming up for you. To mobilize the ankle and calf, we're going to take a big bumper plate, toss it right on the ground before putting our toes high on the plate with our heel resting on the ground. Relax everything in the calf as you lean in, trying to get that knee drifting over the toes there, and then come back to get a little bit of motion in that joint and really limber up through the ankle and calves. A really good rule of thumb is to mobilize in whatever archetype you're trying to improve on. So if we're trying to improve our lunge, one thing we do is a banded hip distraction in our lunge position to open up the hip flexors and really loosen up that joint. You're going to anchor your band around something, step through the band and ride it right up to the hip, walk some tension in, and then we're going to take it right back into a lunge position. From here, keep your chest tall, drop the back knee, stand it all the way up, and let that band tension pull that hip bone and that hip joint right back into the proper anatomical position. Check out how we use a ball to remove adhesions and tension in the hamstrings. What you want to do is take that ball, wedge it right under the back of the leg. This is an active mobilization, so you want to actively press your hamstring down into the ball as you flex and then lower. This is going to help break up some of the adhesions and stickiness in the hamstrings, which will improve mobility all the way through the lower body. We want to do this for about 2 minutes, and as you do so, you can move that ball up and down to explore different parts of that soft tissue.